Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, for those who are watching and don't know me, my name is Phan Thanh Tuấn, and I'm currently a Vietnamese foreign student in the UK, specifically Sheffield Hallam University in Sheffield, UK. So I'm making this video to recap how's my life has been in the first semester, precisely 4 months when I first landed here in the UK. Alright, so without further ado, let's roll the intro. So you might be asking, why am I speaking English like this? The reason is that I just don't feel comfortable when I speak Vietnamese in front of a camera. That's why, basically. And another reason is that I want to practice my English because perhaps you might not know, coming to the UK doesn't mean that you got the chance to practice your English every day, especially when you cannot even understand. Okay, that might be a little bit exaggerating. You might not fully understand what other international students are saying, and the local people are quite hard to, strike up conversations with, especially for people like me who are so timid that don't even know how to strike up a conversation. I first landed in the UK in the London airport in September the 15th, and today is what day? Oh, it's the 20th of January 2023. Oh yeah, so Lunar New Year is coming and I'm still in the UK, as you can see. So the reason is that I haven't booked any flights back to Vietnam, and I will be spending my dead holiday here in Sheffield. Well, you might think that I might get homesick, or I might feel like a little bit sad about this whole thing, but I don't think so. Well, I hope so. I hope I won't be dragging down to that valley, but I feel quite comfortable here, and I feel much more independent since I first came here. I haven't contacted my family that much, although they have been contacting me every now and then through Messenger. Since there is a gap of time difference between the UK and Vietnam in this season is 7 hours, so calling is quite inconvenient, because when I first wake up, normally around 7 or 8 a.m., they would be having lunch or doing their afternoon work. And when I'm studying, they would be at home and chilling in the evening. So it's quite inconvenient. Another thing is that I feel quite overwhelmed with the work I am currently having. Not just because due to the assignments at school, but also I am currently having a full-time job. Let's just say full-time job in my company back in Vietnam, in Lango, right? So in the first semester, I have 4 subjects. We call it 4 modules. And my department, the Logistics and Supply Chain Management department, has so many students compared to other departments. Like, we have around 200 for this intake, this September intake. And now, because the second semester has come, there are 200 more for the January intake. So you can do the math. There are like 400 people for each course. That's why the lecture hall doesn't accommodate that many students. So I mostly have to have online classes for the lecture sessions. But about the tutorial sessions, the intake are divided into many small classes, so I still get a chance to go to school to have an offline sections for the tutorials. And for the assignments, each module consists of 2 assignments. Maybe in the form of group assignments, individual assignments, or an exam. And there are mostly group assignments here, which I found very stressful because I have to work with people I don't know, with other international students. And you might think international students are come from a variety of countries. But to my surprise, my department, I don't know what other departments is like, but my department consists of mostly Asians, especially Indians, and Africans. There are not many European peers here. And it's really hard to make out what they are trying to say because, some Asian and Africans accents are really hard to understand. Not saying that I'm bad at listening, but having a 9.0 listening in IELTS won't help much here. It can only help you understanding what local people are saying. Yeah, I can understand British people here with ease, but not with other international students. How unfortunate, I must say. Okay, enough about academics. Let's turn to the Q&A section. Alright, so perhaps you don't know, I created an Ask Me a Question poll story, on Instagram 1 or 2 weeks ago, and now I will try to answer them. Let's start with the first question. First question is, how are you? I'm great. Thanks. Maybe right now I feel great, but I feel my mood is quite up and down. Right? There are still very vicissitudes that I have gone through in the last 4 months, but right now I'm doing okay. Thank you. Next question. What worried you most before coming to the UK? Yes, this had been a barrier for me before I really started doing something to, progress studying abroad. So the thing that worried me the most is loneliness. I always have the fear of solitude eating me away when I came here, but that didn't happen. I don't know whether I was lucky or not, because I get to know some people saying that they cannot make friends with other people in the UK. So basically because we're Vietnamese and some of the cities that they enroll to don't have that many Vietnamese people. But that doesn't happen with me. That didn't happen with me. So when I first came here, I received help from one of the students here who are also Vietnamese, older than me, and came to Sheffield before me. He showed me around through the city center and everything, and he let me stay in his accommodation for a couple of days before my own accommodation let me in. And after that few days, I got to my accommodation. I received my room, and I knew that my flat had 3 Vietnamese people, including me. So I would consider it as lucky, because like I said, I'm a person who has trouble making new friends. That is not entirely true, because when I consider making a friend, the prerequisite is that I need to understand what they are saying. If you're conversing with me using English, then at least I must be able to understand your English, to know what you're saying. And if your English is kind of bad and I don't understand it, I feel it very, very itchy. Is that the right word? Awkward. Yes, I would feel very awkward speaking to someone who I don't understand what they are saying. So I still prefer talking with my Vietnamese friends or other foreign friends who have good command in English, good pronunciation. Because another factor is that I am very much influenced by the people I am talking to, because I'm very good at mimicking and imitating what they are saying. So if you have bad English, I would also start saying like you, and that's not a good thing. I'm sorry about it, but that's just who I am. Which also answers the third question. Do you make many new friends? Yes, but mostly Vietnamese friends. And here's the funny part. Most of my Vietnamese friends, they used to be teachers or are still teachers right now, especially English teachers. So you might guess it, right? So their department, what they're studying is TESOL. First thing first, if they want to use English, they have good English and I can understand their English. And if they cannot, like, sometimes they don't know how to convey what they're trying to say, they can use Vietnamese instead. And yes, either of that situation, I can still understand what they're saying, and that is the prerequisite of making friends, right? Trying to understand them, the basic means. You can judge me or you can criticize me, but that's what I am. That's just how I do, basically. Question number 4. Are you doing any part-time job right now? As I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm currently working at Lango, working online. I got promoted to the position of a head teacher, and I need to work at least 4 hours a day online. So I don't have any part-time job here in the UK, mostly because I don't like labor work. It's laborious, and the weather here is very extreme. It can be very harsh sometimes. So no labor work for me. And although the pay in the UK for labor work can be 3 to 4 times higher than the job I'm doing in Vietnam right now, I still prefer work at Lango. Number 5, what is your lock screen? Weird question, but you can see it here. Alright, thank you. Number 6, what book are you reading right now? Okay, I think I still got it here. I still put it in on the front side of my bed. Okay, here it goes. How Not to Be Wrong, the Hidden Maths of Everyday Life. Okay, I borrowed this from the library last week. I got to page 17 because perhaps you may not know, I'm not a fast reader. Although I love reading, I'm not a fast reader because I want to, feel and understand fully what they're saying in each line. I'm here mostly for the way they write. Maybe that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Carry on. What is the best book you read in 2022? Although I posted on stories a lot about books, I haven't read that many books. And in the last year, the best book I've read must be A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. It's a very depressing book. It's heart-wrenching, I must say. And there are lots of, what are they called? Triggers warning. Yes, there are a lot of triggers warning if you want to read this book. So you can read a bit of my review on my Facebook. Okay. So yeah, that is the best book. What other questions do I have here? Basically nothing. So, okay. So since not many people know my Instagram, so I will put it here in case you want to follow it and ask me other questions if you have time. But I think that will be the end of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me down below. And here's comes the last part of this video. Alright, so the last part of this video is me opening the Christmas presents that I haven't opened since Christmas. Okay, so first of all, we have card from the the Vietnamese Society in Sheffield, which is growing very strong. Thank you, everyone. Okay, Merry Christmas. As you can see here, may this holy season be full of true miracles and love for you always. From the South Sheffield, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. I will still put it here. Alright, so and here are the 3 presents that I received from my Vietnamese friends that I got to know when I came here. So first of all, this must from Chuk, one of the two my Vietnamese flatmates. Let's see what she gifted me. Oh, how sweet! A Kit Kat bar and a note as well. Woo! Merry Christmas to Tuan. Wow, very, very attentive, I must say. Okay, and yes, sticker is really like screams her characteristic right here. That's her uniqueness. Merry Christmas to Tuan. I hope this holiday season is filled with joy, laughter, and all your favorite things. May you have a wonderful time in the UK, and may all of your wishes come true. Wishing you health, happiness, and all the best in the new year. Alright, and it has a small snowman here. Quite incredible. Thank you, Chuk. Thank you a lot. Right, next. Okay, a Kit Kat bar. Next is from my other Vietnamese friends of my flats. Yeah, my other Vietnamese flatmates. Here. Okay, let's open it. Well, as you can see, they have the same wrapping paper, so I guess they bought it together, I think. And woo, looks like we also have some confectionery. Okay. All right. We have a snack bar, Walkers. Okay. Very salted. Oh, my favorite. Yeah. And 2 pieces of candy cubes, I think. Nice. Also have a note. Oh my god. They are so... How can I say this? Yeah, they are so meticulous in these things. Dear Anh Tuấn, may your holiday season sparkle with moments of love, laughter, and goodwill. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year from now. Smiley face. Woo! Awesome. Okay. They are doing so many things for me, and it's a shame that I haven't reciprocate anything. Okay, I feel quite bad. Whoops. Alright. Okay, I will also put it here. And the last Christmas present is from... Ooh. Okay. Another one of my TESOL friends, although I don't study TESOL. Okay. Let's see what it is inside. Oh, another snacks. Oh my god. Are there anything else here? Let me see. No, I guess that's just it. Okay, I think a snack, some confectionery is good for a present. Alright, 2 candies, 2 pieces of candies also. And chocolate. Nice. Okay. Oh, this is in Vietnamese. Chúc anh Tuấn một mùa Giáng sinh đầu tiên bên UK thật ấm áp và nhiều niềm vui nhé. Best wishes. Alright, thank you everyone. Okay, I will try to reciprocate to you guys somehow. But yeah, that is the end of my present opening, Christmas present opening. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Stay in touch. Goodbye, and I will catch you next time.